Hello everyone, my name is Jiayi Sen. Today I'd like to talk about the smartphone security risks. With the development of the information-based society, the internet has penetrated into all aspects of the people's daily lives and has become a dispensable part into the work and study. Nowadays, smartphones attract more and more users with their rich terminal applications and services. For example, the applications like email, Word, News, which help people work efficiently. Also, the applications like Twitter, Facebook, Yelp, which bring a colorful spirit time to people. In another word, it also means attackers or virus could go through easily and go through with various passes. For example, the smartphone with integrated location functions can easily go through the locations at any time. Additionally, the fingerprint identification system stores the user's biometric information. Moreover, smartphone performs a large amount of data processing, transmission, and storage, which not only includes the personal privacy information generated during use, but also includes the important information that you stored in the phone. All of this sensitive information faces serious challenges, but only a part of users notice it. After this video, I wish I could alert the users that the importance of the information securities and be aware of the damage caused by the privacy leak. Furthermore, I'll analyze the security threats of smartphones and describe the multiple defense solutions. Everything has two sides, the same as a smartphone. While we enjoy the convenience that's brought by the smartphone, we also face the risks. This figure indicates the marketing abuse, insecure Wi-Fi, improper disposal, location tracking, auto-transmission, and specialized malware are some of the risks that we are facing right now. And the marketing abuse is the most security risk that we have. Now let's move to the next pictures. This picture indicates the risks on an average phone. From the picture we can see, there are 31 applications can access users' identity information, and 90 applications can access users' location, and 5 applications can access users' SMS. This result was shocking and scary. If the smartphone was hacked and information was stolen, all of the information related to the users will be exposed. Loss of the personal information will not only cause the damage of the properties, but also threaten people's safety in several cases. This figure indicates some attributions about privacy and security risks. The most shocking of this survey is more than half respondents do not always check to see whether the application is from a trustworthy source or not. It also indicates 89% of the respondents were unaware that smartphone applications can transmit confidential payment information without the user's knowledge or consent. As I mentioned above, the current applications can access the personal information that's stored on a smartphone easily. If we download the applications from untrustworthy sources, they will threaten the personal information seriously. This figure also presents that 58% of the respondents do not worry that a hacker will attack their smartphones, and 56 people do not feel privacy is at risk when they use the smartphone. These are definitely unacceptable points. Smartphones always have special requirements on information security. The user's awareness of the smartphone's information security is important because the user's behavior will directly affect their information security and privacy. Now let's move to the third part, attacks. Smartphone could be compromised in different ways. I'll illustrate some problems here. So the first one I want to talk about is threaten exists in SMS. In addition to some advertising messages, the strange message always includes an observed information, the hyperlink. Click on this link will likely put our phone in a dangerous situation because most of these links include the virus or Trojan. Second one that I want to mention is Braille smartphone. It also has a security risk, especially for the Android users. The Android system has open features, which attracts more users to frequently brush it. However, it is dangerous. Some of the versions come from the unofficial resources. Besides, the system brushing is easily to cause the systems unstable, and the program will run slowly and easy to flashback, which will directly affect the security of our smartphone. The third one that I want to mention is the security risks caused by the free Wi-Fi. With the popularity of the smartphones, people are used to search and connect the free Wi-Fi from the public areas. Most public areas, such as the restaurants, the shopping mall, the stations, all offer the free wireless Wi-Fi, but most of them are considerable to be dangerous. They all have the security risks. The Wi-Fi without the password can easily to access your private information, such as the bank account, the password, the personal information, the contact information, and so on. The criminals can get this personal information from your smartphone in just a couple more minutes. Now let's move to the next part, the defense. While we're choosing a smartphone, we always focus more on its functionality rather than the security, right? This is causes the situation in the smartphone market now. In the market, most of the smartphones have the various of the functionalities, but the securities are rare. Now I'm going to give several quick and easy steps that the user can use to dramatically improve the smartphone securities. Well, this phone will not completely solve the questions, the problems that we have now, but it will reduce a lot of it. Now let's move to the next part, the defense. The first one that I want to mention is control application permissions. During the application installation phase, to verifying that the application can only use the minimal permission. Thus, the probability of the being attacked from the malware will be gradually reduced. The second solution is stringent authority certification. Authority organization certification is one of the most effective way at the present, which is testing the application and review a related code. It can protect against the malicious program to a certain extent. Besides, users need to manually forbid some permissions, such as the permission of the opening camera, the forbidden the permission that application could read the location information, and forbidden to opening the contact information. Besides, to avoid to download the applications from the third store. For example, the Google has the Google Play stores and Apple has the Apple stores. Those two stores are the most authority application stores. It's trusted when we download applications from these stores. Otherwise, it will be dangerous. The third one that I want to mention is update mobile system timely. As we know, any kind of software needs to be continuously tested and updated in order to fix and upgrade the drawbacks that previous version has. Therefore, it is necessary to update the software system in time to minimize the system's drawbacks and to prevent the explosion by criminals. Until now, the specialist has already discovered the hundreds of the risks, such as the virus, the Trojan that I mentioned. Nowadays, the application market has already discovered numerous applications, which is hard for people to check every security details. That's why the app's playground was invited by some specialists. It is an automatic security system which could automatically check the security details for each playground. It is quite effective at automatically detecting privacy leaks and malicious functionality in applications cited by Rivers, which is his innovator. Besides, more and more applications has been discovered to protect the security information for the smartphones. AVG is one of the best antivirus software, and it is free to download on various platforms. It has powerful and practical functions, such as phone locker, as the insurance costs and advertising costs increase dramatically. The call locker demands the most of the people's need. The constant pop advertisement is the only drawback that AVG has. By contrast, the Sophos, it is created for the Android users. It's famous for various features and costs absolutely nothing. The basic function of Sophos is scanning data that covers all of the data in a smartphone, including functions that I mentioned in AVG. Sophos also has loss and safety protection, spam protection, web filter, privacy and security advisor, and so on. The best point that I see is it is no advertisement. Due to the rapid development of the technology, smartphone owns various features now, and almost everyone owns one. However, the massive use of the mobile platform makes it an attractive target for security and privacy attacks. Of course, the security applications can help the users stay away from the mobile attacks, but raising the self-awareness of the protection is the most efficient way to help us protect our personal information. Now I'm come to the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.